thought about what the difference is between a guest or a customer, that's kind of what I want to talk about today with you, is the concept of guestology. Now, guestology is not a new term to campus experience. It's a term that was coined by Disney, and it's the idea that Disney describes it this way: it's the art and science of knowing and understanding your guest. So Disney looks at things from the perspective of, these are not customers, these are guests. We're bringing them into our facility. Even though they might be paying, even though they are paying, they're still our guests. So what's the difference between a guest and a customer? So I always use the example of somebody being your guest in your home. When you invite a guest into your home, you prepare their room, you make sure that you have the right foods for them, you're ready for them when they arrive, and the house is clean. A customer, you're just more, they come in, it's not always prepared. It doesn't mean the space is messy, but it's more reactionary. Oh, a customer just walked into the store. Oh, a customer is now just at Renova. So there is a definite difference between a guest and a customer. I'm not opposed to customer service because I think that's important. I think the mindset needs to be one of guest. So what do we mean by guestology? It's the knowledge of and service to our internal and external guests. So we want to have a knowledge of. So that means, what are their needs, their wants, their attitudes, their perceptions? Do we take the time to get to know them? Even our own people that we work with. And then how do we serve them? Do we have a plan? So you're at Renova. What do we want that guest to think when they come to the counter? How do we want them to feel when they hear their name called? How do we want them to respond that when they taste that drink and it's consistent and it's good quality? That's guestology in action. Guestology really fits in what we do in campus experience. I mean, we're all about being BZ or Bravo Zulu, and that means providing extraordinary effort and striving for excellence. So in doing that, we are really treating people like guests. We have just not gone the extra mile to call them guests. You, as my teammate, are my guest. You're a guest as a part of this team. I'm a guest in your life. Just imagine if we did that. I think we truly would live out Romans 12:10, where it says, outdo one another in showing honor. So how do we do this on our team? And how do I want you to think about this? I want you to think about this from the perspective of, do you really know your guests, your internal guests, your fellow group members, your fellow teammates? Do you know your external guests, the people that you're going to serve? And are you ready for them? Do you have a plan? So when you plan, it doesn't mean it's rigid. It means that you've done some work so that you can be flexible at the end. So like when I take my family on a vacation, I have a plan, but the plan is not the end all. The plan is just the starting point, and it gives me the opportunity to be flexible if it rains, to be flexible if the car has problems, to be flexible if I have a kid that just needs a nap. But or if I need a nap. So the whole idea of this is guestology is the knowledge of and service to your internal and external guest. And I think that's the way that we can serve each other. I think guestology is BZ. I think being Bravo Zulu means treating people like guests and not like customers. So let's look at how we can treat each other, our friends, our family, the people we work with, the people we serve, as guests.